Okay, swear to God, I'm going to do this the correct way today. I've done two 30-minute versions of this. Let's try to do a 3-minute version of this. All right. Character generation. Here we go. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. This is the intro adventure. This is free. Blood from God's Eye by me, Joel T. Clark. Go get it. It's on Drive-Thru RPG right now. Just put the search in your Google. It's got a whole intro adventure and all kinds of cool stuff. But more importantly to us right now, it's got these guys. These guys right here. Look at that. Look at that. All right, beautiful. They're sideways because I'm an idiot. So they're cutting into our 3 minutes here already. All right. Yeah, here we go. Rotate view left. That should fix everything. God, I'm good. All right. So this here's a character sheet. You got a name, you got the archetype, clan, a little description of them. You don't need a lot. I added some character art to these to juice it up a little bit. And we're kind of going to go through the anatomy of this sheet and how you make a character. You'll notice it's 2 pages. The first one is kind of a worksheet. This is going to be an active page because all these values are going to move around. And I expect you to roll dice and like keep them in here and like have this get your prana track. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, right? You're supposed to be marking up your health boxes to figure out how much health you have. So we're just going to go through and kind of explain how we get these stats real quick. And these are the decision heavy bits. These are the techniques. They're a little small here. Let me get this a little bigger here. Dude, come on, come on. The scroll wheel is broken because my son got me this mouse and I don't have the heart to replace it. And I also don't have the technical competence to fix the scroll wheel. Yeah, here you go. We're going to figure out how you get these. And maybe we'll talk about it a little. It depends on how quickly 3 minutes passes. I think we're probably already up to a minute. So here's Hero, the hero of the story. He's going to be our hero. So, oh no, that's my writing. We don't look at that. That's top secret. There we go. Okay, so here's the core book. So how to create a character. Notice this nice convenient hyperlink. You're welcome. All right. Notice these are 7 steps here. The first 2 steps we're going to skip because it's the GM talks. Everybody talks. All right. You guys know how that works? Good. Let's move on. All right. So you choose an archetype. Here's the archetypes. Boom. There's your stats. So our guy is an enlightened hero. Think Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Degree 1. Let's give you all your stats right there. So all you have to do is copy these values onto your character sheet, right? So there's your effort. That's 4. Effortless is 1. You have 2 chakras open. We've chosen his heaven chakra and his air chakra because he's a 5-star spirit and his kung fu requires heaven chakras or hell chakras open. So that they're heaven and air chakras open. So that's easy. There's your aura. There's 2. There's archetype right there, which gives you all those stats, and then that's how you get all of those different stats. So that's a lot of your character sheet already done. Moving on. All right, so you get 1 mastery as well, which is a decision you have to make, and you're going to get that decision because you're going to choose his clan. Now he's a 5-star spirit. Let's skip down to them real quick. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks familiar. I wonder where I got the art for this guy. Anyway, so here's the different stuff that he has. It's here somewhere. Yeah, right here. All your character stuff is right here. So we're going to skip over the different aspects of Dharma, but if you didn't, you would write this down because this gives you how you get XP. So we'll get into that maybe some other time. But long story short, you just write these out into your Dharma. Easy as that. So you choose 1 mastery. I believe he chose Spirit. Let's find out. Boop. Yep, there you go, Spirit. Just put an X in your mastery. Boom, done, easy. All right, so the other thing that gives you is gives you your equipment package, which gives you your leather jacket here and the armor value for that jacket. So I did not put the armor values here, but it does actually tell you, yeah, see, leather jacket and fatigues, leather jacket. That is actually armor. It's armor 1. Get an ancient training manual, and you have all of this stuff. I don't think this is actually on his character sheet, although I might be wrong. I might have actually written it down on there. Let's see here. No, I didn't. Yeah, it's not. It should be under possessions right here. But you'd write all this stuff under possessions. And in the case of Hero here, you would also roll for your ancient training manual to see which one he would get. You just roll a d10, and it tells you what it'll teach you. So that's cool. Go into your possession. We also believe have a reputation somewhere on here. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't. Okay, well, there's a thing you should probably write down as your reputation, but I don't have the place for it, so good luck with that. Maybe just write it in this blank spot here. That's a good use for that blank spot. Anyway, so now we've got this whole character sheet all done. We know what all those do. Now we're going to do the Kung Fu. This is a very, very difficult part, so just hold on to your hats here. Here's the 2 Kung Fu you can have. He's going to go with 5 gateways, although you can blend these as much as you want. And we're just going to scroll down to where the Kung Fu is. Oh my god, look at this. It's Kung Fu. There it is. So you get 1 form, and there's 1 form right here. Unbeatable Master Styles. Guess which one he has. Let's look over here. Oh my goodness, there it is. Now, all the different powers that your Kung Fu gives you is described right here. The different capabilities and the facing. Would you just write those down? There's the facing. There's the capabilities. Right, nice and easy. There's the type, there's form, there's the name. You could also put on page number if you wanted to. Any requirements of the form are here. And then here's the base ability of the form, which gives you right here, Martial Discipline Supremacy. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's great. All right, so you then choose 3 out of these 6 novice techniques. You'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. You get to choose 3 of them. And again, you're just going to write down these attributes and the effect, which is the heaviest part to write down, right here. So I just did copy paste because I'm lazy and I have access to this text. But yeah, so he has Lightning Fists. That's the name of the technique. The type, this is an attack. He also has a mudra and a defense. He has all different kinds of techniques he can use. The cost and prana, the rank, the facing, the dice rolls you have to use or have to get to use it. Its effect, in this case, this one's easy. This is just fast and cheap. The skill it can benefit instead, so this can increase its agility if you want, and any keywords it has. Some of these have keywords like sustainable. Some of them have bigger effects, like the pressure point strike does a lot, which he's all these special rules he gets, which allows him to do this. Notice that I put the special rules and a nice physical description of what that does, as well as this wonderful image that shows what it does. So that's, again, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. And you can also thank Kazuhi, who drew this for me. You can see his signature there. Good job, Zooks. And yeah, oh goodness, did we finish up the character already? We did. That's character gen. That was probably more than 3 minutes. Let's get our time here. 7 minutes. Oh, God, garbage. Anyway, but that's the cheap, quick version. That's how you make a character in this game. Yeah, I might also put up the half-an-hour version of this, just to show you how long I bloviated about all that stuff I just said. But that's it. That's how you make a character in Lone Wolf Fist. It's fast and easy. You just go to the character gen section and just write in the values. Simple.